Hi everybody, my name is teacher Claudia and today we're going to learn about expressing or telling a surprise, okay? So let's put the title, Expressing Surprise. Okay, so there are many ways in which we can express surprise in English. And the first one and the most important one is to use the right intonation, okay? So let's look at intonation and exclamation. All right. So by intonation, we mean expressing that surprise. That's how our tone of voice goes up, right? When somebody tells us something surprising. So if I say to you, guess what? Guess what? You're gonna say, what? And then I say, I'm getting married, for example. I'm getting married. And then you'll respond with something like, wow. Okay? So as you can hear when I was saying it, this is like positive intonation. This is for a good surprise. Okay, we go, what? I'm getting married. Wow. So we always go up. Now, as we know, not all surprises are good. Okay, so let's look at other examples. So for example, imagine I come and say, you won't believe it. Okay, look, see how my tone is a little different? You won't believe it. And I say, what is it? And then I say, I failed my exam again. Oh no, right? Okay, so while in both examples we are showing surprise, in the first example it's all about something positive and the tone goes up, and in the second one it's about expressing a negative tone. It's a negative tone of surprise that is not so high up but a bit more down, okay? What we do use in both is exclamation marks or sometimes question marks, okay? So that's a very important part of showing surprise in the language. Now let's look at some expressions that we can use. And we're gonna start with interjections. Interjections. Does anyone know what an interjection is? An interjection is a short word that is like a sound, and we use it to express an emotion, okay? So what are some of these interjections that we might use when we are expressing surprise?
Wow.
Wow, wow, exactly, wow. What else are we going to say?
Oh, hell.
Oh, wow, or oh. Yes, oh, or we could say, ooh. Oh, or ooh, okay? What else? Not so much. How about ah? These are all very similar, but we do use them, okay? And then a new one that maybe you don't know is well, 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 well. It's a little bit when you've heard surprising news. Maybe the other person did something a bit naughty, so you go, well, well, okay? And then we also have, oops, not in red. Then we also have, oh dear. You might have heard this one. Oh dear. I say this a lot. Yeah, oh dear. Okay? Do you guys want to try repeating some of them? Do you want to go for the first one?
Wow.
What do you mean, wow?
Wow.
What about the intonation? Wow.
Oh.
Oh. Ooh. Ah.
Well, well.
which is expressions, okay? Because interjections are only short words, but if we want to use something a bit longer, we're going to use an expression. So let's look at some of these phrases and expressions. Phrases and expressions. So we're going to have two different types of phrases and expressions. The first one is going to be if we are telling the news, okay? Telling the news. So telling surprising news. So if we are the ones who are telling surprising news, we will say something like, guess what? Guess what? Or we'll say something like, you won't believe it. Or another example is, do you know what? Do you know what? Another one, very simple one. Surprise! Surprise! I've got something to tell you. Surprise! And finally, I've got news for you. I've got news for you. Okay, so that is some ways that we can say, that we can tell surprising news. Would you like to practice a little bit? Remember that the intonation goes up when we are telling surprising news.
Guess what?
Guess what?
Do
you know what? You won't believe it.
Surprise!
I've got news for you. Excellent. All right, and let's look at our final option, which is when we are expressing surprise. So somebody just told us a big surprise and we can't believe it. So we're going to express surprise. Okay, and one way would be, really? Really? Can't believe it, really? Or, what? Right? And then we could have, are you serious? Are you serious? Then we would have, you must be joking. Have you heard this one before?
Mm-hmm.
You must be joking. You must be joking. Or, are you joking? We could also say kidding, very common in American English instead of joking. Are you kidding or are you joking? Okay, and we have quite a lot. We have my goodness as well, my goodness. We have, you don't say. You don't say. Okay, let's see, I can have a bit more space here. This is a bit of an informal one, but I am sure you have heard it maybe in American movies, especially American slang. No way. Have you heard this one before? Somebody tells you something surprising, you go, no way. But it's very informal, okay? You shouldn't use it in writing or in a formal setting. And then we have fancy that. Fancy that. Okay? So shall we practice a little bit? Let's start with this one. Really? Really?
Really?
What?
What?
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
You must be joking.
You must be joking.
No way.
No way.
Good. Are you kidding?
Are you kidding?
My goodness.
My goodness.
Very good. And then, you don't say.
You don't say.
Fancy that.
Fancy that.
Well done, everybody. So I hope that from now on you can use a range of expressions to express surprise, all right? So thank you so much for watching another day. And if you would like to look at the worksheet, you can download it. And at the back, there's a little practice for you to practice at home. Make sure that you see the right intonation going up when you express surprise, all right? Thank you very much.